Hello, 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 folks. Today we are assembling this DIY robotic arm from an outfit called Top Race. I think the first thing you might notice is it doesn't have those jointed, articulated claws that you might expect to see. Those triangular elements are actually made of a flexible rubber, and they're so designed that with those ribs connecting the inside to the outside, if you press on the inside, the whole things are are sort of pulled inward. And they get a tighter grip on the thing you're picking up. It's pretty ingenious. I decided for some reason to subject you to the same ordeal that I go through of opening the box and seeing what's inside and figuring out how to sort everything out to make it easier for me to put together. But this time I found out when I opened it that there really wasn't that much for me to do. All the big parts were separated out nicely into their separate little cubicles in these this double-decker foam insert here, and you can see that little rectangle at the bottom left. That's all the little nuts and bolts and small parts and things nicely separated into different into their different bags. And so I'm sort of at a loss here what to do. What I finally decided to do was to just sort of set the box aside and take the parts out of the box as I need them. Except for the small parts, for some reason, I decided to put them into this plastic cup here. And so and I dumped them all in this plastic cup, and the result was that I kept on having to pull them all out and sort through them just to get the parts that I wanted. This piece that I'm working on first here is is half of the base. That's a little motor, and I've attached a wheel to it, and I'm going to attach that other wheel to it. And that's going to drive the tracks that are going to go on there about the last thing. I'm struggling with this silly little Allen wrench that was included in the box. When you can see my nice ratcheting screwdrivers right there, they have Allen head wrenches, Allen heads on them, so I don't need to use that. But it's going to take me a little while to realize that. Kicking my camera around a little bit there. So I'm almost done with this. I just have to attach that wheel there. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. You can go ahead and watch it, but okay, here you can see I've gotten sick of that cup, and I'm pulling all the parts out and laying them out so I can get to them much quicker and easier. Believe it or not, that is organized. So I'm just about finishing up with this first piece, and I don't think I need to narrate doing exactly the same thing again, so I think I'll just put on some music for a while. Okay, okay. Um, I'm still fighting with that little Allen wrench, as you can see. I'm putting I put a couple elements more of the base on there. I'm sure you probably noticed that I put the back one on wrong and had to take it apart and put it back together again. That silly little Allen wrench has just taken me so long to do this stuff. And I finally remembered my little ratcheting screwdriver. I got the Allen wrench head on it, and you're going to see, look at that. Didn't that go fast? I probably shaved hours off my build just by switching to that tool. And, excuse me, take two. And so this is the lithium battery that powers the everything on the unit, except for the remote control, of course. The remote control just takes some AA batteries, and the what I'm putting on now are the little brackets that are going to hold the cab in place. That's gonna be, it's a sort of a big basket that's going to hold the lower parts of the robot arm. Must have taken a little nap there. So I'm talking about the future instead of the present. There it is. Okay, now I can start talking about the basket. It's called the cab, as I said, and it's going to contain the lower part of the robot arm. And since I already told you all that, why don't you watch while I put on some more music? That was a lot of dead air, wasn't it, at the end of that? Uh, so what right now I'm working on the lower part of the articulated arm. You can see I got the cab on, and I got those two motors mounted on the sides after a bit of a struggle. And I have made part of it, and I think I'm making the other half of it here. Yeah, now you can see this is a redo of what you already saw. You didn't see the whole thing, but I think the very beginning of that was a repetition of the end of that little forward view segment. And this is, of course, the lower struts of the robot arm. You can see in the background there my iPhone. That is showing the view from my GoPro, which is in front of me. In the earlier segment, I think you were able to see my iPad in the background, in case any of you were watching that. That was showing the view of the Atlee Eon camera that you're looking through right now. You actually got a little picture-in-picture there going. I didn't know I had that kind of technology. So now I'm finishing up the bottom strut. It's already starting to look a little like a robot arm. And now after a quick nap and a change of clothes, I'm working on the middle part of the arm. And so, kind of just continuing to work and put this thing together. And so, here's some more music. Okay, this music seems to end and kind of leave me hanging there for a while. But anyway, here we go. I'm putting the finishing touches on this beast. I recommend this to anybody who wants to do models. It has some challenging parts, but it's a fairly simple, easy, fun build. It doesn't have a tremendous amount of parts. This was one of the little challenges. I had to feed this long wire through this tube, and that wasn't easy. I finally got it done, and a large part of the end of this video is going to be me just trying to get this thing wired up. I'm also going to have to train myself that if I'm going to let my face be seen in the video, I really shouldn't leave my mouth hanging open like that. I don't often see what I look like, and usually when I do, I have bad reviews. Here we go. We're done. And so here, folks, is my new robotic arm that I just finished making. I'm got it turned on, and I've got the remote turned on, and they're both paired up. So I'm going to see if I can make this thing work. So far, so good. Oh. Okay, that makes it turn around. Turn around. And if I put both controls up at once, it goes forward, and down it goes back. And that makes the cab turn. That is by a long way the loudest noise this thing makes. Okay. So far, so good. I'm going to see if I can pick something up with it. Okay, I put a little ball on the ground there, and I'm going to see if I can get the... Okay. Alrighty then, now let's see if I'm positioned to do this. There we go. I'm a little new at controlling this thing here. Back up a little bit. There we go. Now let's see if I can... Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can make it come over and give it to me. Thanks, robot arm.